This is the color image paving mini workflow. And if you look at our herringbone pattern here, you can see that the color of the pavers is reflecting a very familiar logo, the land kit logo, inside of our paving area that we have drawn here. And whether or not we adjust this paving area, that specific color rule or pattern that we're seeing laid over top in color on our herringbone pattern is maintaining. So how are we generating this? We have up here in our layers a specific layer called image. And if we toggle that on, you can see that we have an image that appears underneath that matches the dimensions and colors for the most part of how our pavers are representing. So if I select that particular object, you can see that it is a surface that as we move it around, it's going to remap the colors of those pavers into our pattern to reflect the image underneath. So if we turn that off, you can see that we are still generating the land kit logo, and wherever that surface is overlapping with our paving area, it's interpreting the colors on that surface, that image that we've brought in, and producing that as colors on our pavers within our paving area. So if I enlarge this, we'll get a much larger representation as well. Now, the colors of the pavers don't match the colors of the image that we've placed inside of here. And let's look at the reasoning behind that. In the Grasshopper RCP panel here, you can see that we have the standard controls for our pavers. But as we expand the Grasshopper, we can see also that a lot of what we were seeing in the basic mini workflow is the same. The geometry pipeline with the create area, the add pattern to area, and trimming our pavers to that area. But then once we get to the section that transitions from trimming pavers area to the draw area pattern, we see an insert of the add color rule, which allows us to insert in a pattern or a set of rules for which the colors that we've inserted will follow for generating colors in our pavers in our paving area. In this case, we're using the image color rule, which allows us to insert in a surface that has an image attached to it. In this case, we used the command picture to bring in a image, a JPEG or a PNG, and you can drag and drop that into your window if you want to in order to generate that as a picture object. And then we connect that to this component here by selecting that surface, right-clicking and doing set one surface. And then what it does is it interprets the color differentiation in this image and maps those different colors to the different color swatches that we are inserting in to our colors. So if we wanted these colors to match up perfectly, we could adjust the colors in our color swatches to match the image underlying. But in general, the image is going to be interpreted based on the differentiation of the blacks and whites. So oftentimes a black and white image that you bring in will work a little bit better than a colored image, but you will still get some fancy and fun results even if your image is colored. And then ultimately in the end, the pavers are being generated in the same fashion and previewed using our bake plus preview component.